Discomfort always reveals what matters. And you know what? Resistance always points directly to the areas that needs attention. If you're living out here in the UAE, search within yourself. Are there some areas in your life you've been trying to resist, of which you know you should be paying attention to? Maybe you don't know, but I'm here to tell you today. Stop resisting. Pay attention to it. In this 2026, lean into every discomfort in your life. See it as an information instead of seeing it as an obstacle. Most people in the diaspora see discomfort as an obstacle. But you see, this 2026, I want us to change our mindsets. Let's get this information from today. See every single discomfort in your life as an information instead of an obstacle. Because you see discomfort. Discomfort is an indication that there is something that needs your attention. There is something that is happening in your life that needs you to look into it, to look deeper into it and figure out how to solve that discomfort. Because discomfort means there is a problem, and every problem needs a solution. For most of us out here in the diaspora, particularly the UAE, our greatest discomfort is the nature of our jobs, and it leads to us not living a normal life. We cannot be able to afford the basic needs of someone living in the UAE, particularly Dubai. Dubai is very expensive, but people still do survive. One of our greatest discomforts out here in the UAE is accommodation. We have been having accommodation crisis for the longest of time. But one thing I know is complaining has never solved anyone's problem. Instead of us complaining, you see this 2026, we have already identified in 2025 that our problem is accommodation crisis. What is the cause of that problem? It's the nature of our jobs. Most people out here in the UAE are into domestic jobs. When you're into domestic jobs out here in the UAE, the pay is basically nothing. And you and I know we want to save. We left home to feed home. We are feeding home and we still want to save in order to prepare for our old age. It means we need to upgrade. How do we upgrade? It's not everybody that went to school. It's not everybody that find themselves out here in the UAE that have degrees, masters, or whatever. Most people are a product of have education. Now, even if you're a product of have education, it doesn't mean you cannot become somebody. You cannot do something meaningful with your life. Back home, there are some people, all they know is business. But now finding yourself in the UAE, you don't even know how to go about doing business. Because out here in the UAE, you need a lot of capital. And everything in the UAE is all about license A, license B, license C. You see that your domestic job now, it's for you to save in order to pursue your career, be it in business or taking courses in order to get degrees or certificates that can enable you get a better position, that can enable you take care of yourself properly. So stop complaining today. And another thing I want us to understand, complaining on social media that they are throwing your things outside will not solve your problem. Because there are rules in the UAE. The person that owns the flat you're living in, the person that owns the room you're living in, knows the number of occupants that are supposed to be in that room. But they went against the rules. So, when the people who have been put in place to do their jobs are doing their jobs, it's not for you to come and complain. If your country was good, you will not be here. So don't come and spoil things for them. They have fixed their own country. If you know you cannot follow the rules, you cannot live by the rules, exit. By the way, there are people saying there are better countries. Go to those better countries. I just came here to remind you. I remain your girl, Martha Gift, the monologist, aka the natural multiplier. And we are all about life out here in the diaspora, where we share the good, the bad, and the ugly, where we share our thoughts, our experiences, and our observations in order to educate, to enlighten, and to motivate one another. If you're not following, please do what to follow. Leave a like, a comment, and don't forget to share to someone that you think this video might be helpful to. I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.